Hi MonaVie, it's Dallin here at the World Headquarters in Salt Lake City, Utah. I wanted to leave you a short message today because tomorrow is the 4th of July, Independence Day here in the United States of America. I'm grateful for our country's birthday, grateful for the freedoms which you and I enjoy living in this country, and well aware of the sacrifices, the ultimate sacrifices that many men and women, brave men and women, have made over the course of our country's history to allow 300+ million people to live in this great nation and to be able to worship how, where, or what we may, along with our other freedoms that I want to make sure we don't take for granted. You know, as I left St. Louis and reflected back on that event a couple months ago, I thought, you know, I love the event, but the one thing that was missing, and I take full responsibility for this, is that I failed to honor the men and women who had served our nation. And so I felt really bad about that because I think about every major function we've conducted since 2005, I've done that. And it was simply an oversight on my part. And so I apologize to the veterans, those of you who are watching this, and want you to know how grateful I am and my family are for the service that you've rendered to our country, to allow a company like MonaVie and other great companies in direct selling and other industries to survive and thrive and to provide opportunity. You know, this last weekend I had a family reunion. I celebrated my 53rd birthday and then went on a family reunion with my mother and father who've been married for 60 years and over 100 of their children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. And I thought, wow, how it would feel to be a mother and a father of 10 children. Well, I know what that feeling's like. But to have 59 grandchildren and a bunch of great-grandchildren, and to be able to be there and to be able to witness that. It was a great family reunion. And I know that that wouldn't have been possible had it not been for the men and women who had given their lives for the freedom of this country. You know, we were able to meet there under amazing circumstances and be able to talk about life. And our theme this year was We Believe in Miracles. My family does believe in miracles. You know, my niece Charlie, she spoke at the Anaheim Regional, I think about 2 years ago. At that time, you know, she was operating on one lung at 13% capacity, and she went on the double lung transplant list. And she was able to attend this reunion last week with a set of new lungs and a new heart. And her husband Ryan addressed our family on Saturday morning, tears streaming down her face as she expressed gratitude to the family and to the thousands of others around the world who were praying for her throughout this surgery that took place this past February that allowed her a new lease on life as a wife and a mother of little Harrison, who's now 5 years old, and her husband Ryan. You know, those are freedoms that we enjoy. Freedom for people to go to school, to be able to become great physicians, to be able to operate on a girl and give her new lungs and a heart. That's what's possible in a country that enjoys such freedom. Such freedom to allow a boy born in Idaho to have a dream of starting a company to help people physically and financially and emotionally and spiritually, and now this company's in 23 countries. So I honor Independence Day, July 4th. I encourage you to have a big toast of MonaVie and to say thanks to the men and women who have fought so bravely for your and my benefit. Finally, I'm looking forward. The next couple months are going to be pretty crazy. We've got Anaheim. I'm looking forward to seeing you in Anaheim. Then I think either before Anaheim or after, I go to Warsaw. Last week, our biggest week ever in Europe. Last month, biggest month ever in Latin America. Brazil is growing leaps and bounds. Brand new black diamonds, brand new royals coming out of Brazil. Some new presidentials hitting in the next 30 days in Japan. New royals hitting in America. A lot of exciting things happening. You know, I love this company. I love what we stand for. We have laid a foundation over the last 8 years. I want to remind all of us, part of freedom is the freedom to disagree with one another and to honor people and respect people for their choices. You know, my choices aren't going to be your choices. I always tell people God, family, and MonaVie. You know, we worship God in different ways, don't we? But thanks to the freedoms which we enjoy, we have that right to do so. And I'll fight for the right of people to do that, however they choose to worship God. God, family, and MonaVie. I have an amazing family. You know, some people will come to this company and some people will leave this company for whatever reason. You know, and my message is we've got to make sure that our offering is so compelling that nobody would ever even dream of leaving this amazing company and the relationships. But some people will do that. You know, I was with a company for 10 years that I left in 1999. Most people didn't leave. I left because it was my time to do so, and I'm grateful that I did because it allowed me to start this company called MonaVie. And so, you know, the timing is right for everybody to do what they think they need to do. And so who am I to, if someone feels like they want to go someplace else, you know, let's honor people to make that choice. But for me and my home, we're going to continue on finishing what we started with MonaVie because relationships mean something to me. My word means something to me, and I said I'm going to finish what I started, and I'm going to. With all of those who have a dream, who believe that MonaVie and this bottle of juice, and whether it's Reveal or the additional products are coming, because Anaheim's going to be big, and there's going to be some exciting announcements in Anaheim. I'm looking to partner with those that want to continue climbing that mountain. Some people are going to ride part way up that mountain and decide to switch horses, and that's okay. They have that right. So let's not be found speaking negatively of anybody or any company or any individual. I honor all people who have, whether they're here for a month, a year, a season of their life, or their entire life. That's America. We honor the freedoms that we have in this country. You know, in Switzerland, we took the black diamonds. I've been over 70 countries in the world. In Switzerland, there's really no place as majestic in my mind as Switzerland. To be there in the Jungfrau region, we all went paragliding the last day there, Carrie and I and our 9 children. Yes, even Boo and Dane at 6 and 7. Crazy, huh? We took them paragliding 3,000 feet above the city. There we were in the Swiss Alps, the Eiger right in front of us. Amazing scenery. But I was taken back with the beauty of nature of all over the world, and we took the diamonds, or the black diamonds, with us. And you know, on one day we went up to Schildhorn. It took 4 different gondolas to get to the top of Schildhorn. It's where I think Her Majesty's Secret Service, one of the Bond movies, was filmed at the top of Schildhorn. And we took the black diamonds there had this restaurant that, what do you call that when it circles around? I can't remember my Idaho education. But it was an amazing day. But it took 4 gondola rides to get to the top to enjoy that amazing scenery. Some people will ride 1 gondola, some people will ride 2 gondolas, some people will ride 3 gondolas, and then a few people will ride 4 gondolas and get to the top. You know, whether we're on the first gondola ride or the second gondola ride with MonaVie yet, I know we're not up at the top, and we have much to do. People all over the world need what we have, and we're going to be brave. And I'm willing to go with those who are courageous. You know, speaking of freedom, I just finished a book on my trip back from India called Fearless. I recommend the book. Story of a Navy SEAL who was in prison, changed his life through a miracle. A woman believed in him, and then he got a belief in himself, and he got a belief in God, that he was born for greatness, and he became a Navy SEAL. The story talks about how he lost his eye, and so he had to learn to look out of his non-dominant eye. And then he lost the use of his right hand, which was his dominant hand, and he had to learn to use his left hand to shoot. And he rose through the ranks to the highest level of the Navy SEALs. It's a true story of courage and inspiration, of faith and hope and belief. You were born with that same spark of the divine inside of you. Whatever you believe in, whatever you become committed to and determined to achieve, you can achieve in life. And I hope that all that you can believe in and hope for financially and in other areas of your life can be found right here in the MonaVie family. I give you my word that as founder, chairman, CEO of this company, I'll continue striving to make sure that we have the great products, a vibrant compensation plan, that we have solid corporate leadership, and working with field leadership to make sure that we have the most compelling opportunity on planet Earth. I believe that we have, and I believe that we will. And I give you my word that we're working tirelessly on those 5 initiatives I've been talking about, unifying the world of MonaVie through MVP. We're not there yet. We have started. It's begun. By the end of the year, I want MVP in all markets around the world. Continuing to build a world-class corporate team. We're not done yet, but we're making the right moves and progress in that area. Growing our markets. We are doing that. Last week, we had all-time highs in many of our markets around the world. Growing our leadership. That happens with events like St. Louis and like Anaheim. I encourage you to be in Anaheim. These are the initiatives that I'm committed to. That's why I come into this office. That's why I'm working with the team here and working with the leaders in the field. I love you guys. I appreciate Independence Day. I am proud of my heritage. I am proud to be an American. I'm proud of this country and what it stands for. And I'm willing to fight hard. And go to the ballot box on November 3rd, no matter how you believe. Cast your vote for men and women who want to keep America free and strong and vibrant. This, I believe, is the greatest nation in the world. No country gives like Americans give. So let's be proud to be Americans. Let's be proud to be in MonaVie. Let's hold the torch high, continue doing good and being good for people all over the world, being that shining star on a hill called MonaVie and America. God bless the United States of America. God bless you and your families on this special day, Independence Day. And thanks to MonaVie, we can all declare independence for our families and really appreciate true freedom so that we can give back to the causes like the Moore Project or whatever we hold dear. I wish God's choicest blessings to be upon you this day and all days.